Welcome to the May 2020 Commencement Ceremony. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the accomplishments of the 2020 East Central University graduates. At this time, I would like to introduce our Regent from our governing board, Regent Connie Riley. Regent Riley from Okemah was appointed to the board of the Regional University System of Oklahoma, and she has been a terrific regent serving us in all ways. We're delighted that she's here with us today.
Hello, I'm Connie Riley, Vice President of the Regents of the Regional University System of Oklahoma. This is the system that encompasses East Central University. It is truly an honor to celebrate and to share this special occasion with you and your families. I always look forward to graduation ceremonies on the ECU campus. Obviously, this ceremony is a little different, but I, along with the other 8 regents for the Regional University System, extend our congratulations to each of you and wish you the best on your journey going forward. We as regents are so impressed with you, and we share your success stories at every opportunity we can. We brag about those of you who left high school, moved to the ECU campus, became involved in campus life, and completed your coursework in 4 years, or maybe even a little less. We are equally proud of those who took a little different route, those of you who started the traditional program, but for whatever reason changed direction and took a detour. We admire your fortitude and dedication you have shown by coming back as a student and completing your degree. We admired those of you who had to work 40 hours a week, had to fit in classes when and if you could, had to take care of your family, had to face the challenges of in-between things that come up. But you were dedicated and you finished your degree. In other words, we are unbelievably proud of every one of you and the accomplishments you have completed. This is an unusual time, to say the least. Since March, the entire world has changed. How people work, how they study, how they interact, and even how they think about the future. You worked hard for years and finished your degree right as the world abruptly shifted. I like to think of obstacles like these as challenges. Challenges to overcome, to make a difference, to create a better tomorrow. And you have done that. Through all of this, you have modeled one of the characteristics that will ensure your future success: the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. You have preserved by overcoming the most unexpected of obstacles and achieving your goal. I find great hope in your ability to adapt, in your resilience, and in your accomplishments. ECU is putting capable, smart, curious professionals into the world at a time when we need you most. I again offer you my congratulations along with those of the other regents, and I wish each and every one of you the very best in your journey forward. Thank you, and God bless.
East Central University's May 2020 commencement speaker graduated from ECU in 1970 and is no stranger to overcoming obstacles. He was ECU's first Hispanic football player and is a well-respected teacher and football coach throughout the nation. It gives me great pleasure to introduce East Central University's 2020 Distinguished Alumnus, Mr. Ruben Elizarde.
Wow, 2020 ECU graduates, congratulations to you. How exciting to know you are embarking on the next chapter of your path of life. As you look down this path, obviously, you see all the great and wonderful things ahead of you. Securing a great job, a new car, finding that wonderful partner, a home, family, travel, just being happy forever, ever after. You've paid the price for this moment, made the sacrifices, earned the right to walk up to the podium and receive your diploma. But wait, you're having to deal with the COVID-19. Unexpected changes to your graduation, postponement, being remote and virtual. 50 years ago, I was right where you are now, smiling, cap and gown on. Our graduation was to be held outside, on the lawn of the Horace Mann building. All the chairs were lined up, a beautiful spring morning. But wait, not so fast. This is Oklahoma. Right at the moment we sat down, there was a supersonic clap of thunder. And then the biggest downpour of rain. We sat there wet, like forever. And then another clap of thunder. A voice comes over the PA. Graduates, you are dismissed. Go to the business office and pick up your diplomas. Wow. So I tell you this story because our path of life will be filled with unexpected changes and events. How you handle these changes determine whether you stay on your path or stumble, whether you stay focused and motivated to your goals or develop a negative attitude which can cause you to lose your positive energy to succeed. I went through all those tough times, and now I will give you 3 rules to help you stay on your path to success. Rule 1, continue with your education. Broaden and expand that education. Develop new talents. Yes, you have a college degree, and that is like a key to every door you ever want to walk through. But don't stop now. Education is power. And you never know when you may have to change your career path. The diversity of your talents will open new doors for you when the old doors are closed. Rule 2, don't be afraid of failure. Know that there is no new beginning without an end, no reward without a risk. Getting hired means you can get fired. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. When I got into coaching, no one told me that getting fired could be an often possibility in my career. I started my head football coaching career with a big bang. At age 26, I was the youngest head football coach in the state of Texas in the largest divisions of schools. I go undefeated my first season, and in 6 years have an over 80% win-loss record. I was on top of the world. Then bang, I get fired unexpectedly. I didn't even know how to go about looking for a new job. I get fired on a Tuesday, and then to add salt to the wound, I have to conduct our annual football banquet that Saturday with a smile on my face. On Saturday morning, I go to the airport to go pick up our motivational speaker, Tony Mason, a former college head coach. I told him what had happened, and boy, was he mad. Reuben, I am going to tell those parents off, and then I'm going to blast the school board members. I said, no, let's just get through this and move on. And we did. After the banquet, Tony spent over an hour speaking with my wife, Carla, and me. He gave us this advice. Reuben, this firing is probably the best thing that could ever happen to you. I say, how's that? because this will force you to do some things to do that you never would have done otherwise. And I did, because I left my hometown where I was born. Second thing he said, be patient. Don't take the first job that is offered. I was offered a position locally selling insurance. I waited, and 6 weeks later, I become an assistant coach at Baylor University under the legendary coach Grant Teaff. Pretty neat, huh? I then go to the University of Southern Colorado as the defensive coordinator and administrative head coach. I continue my coaching career by going back to coaching high schools in Texas. I built a reputation of taking schools with a losing record and making them become winners. I was never afraid after that of taking any job, no matter how difficult it appeared. I learned failure is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be empowered by. I would not be complete without mentioning that during those times when I was at my lowest, my wife Carla would tell me and encourage me, get up and get going. You might have got knocked down, but not knocked out. The last bit of advice that Tony left with us was this: when you get fired, you find out who your real friends are. And you find out that you had some friends out there that you didn't know you had. So true. Lastly, rule 3, don't allow the pursuit of success to dominate your life. Life is not about thinking, I've got to do this, achieve that, or become somebody. Take the time when you're talking to someone to make them feel that they are the most important. You will find that your greatest feeling of success and self-fulfillment will be knowing that today you took the time to help someone else be successful, help someone reach their potential, or help someone during a difficult time in their life. Thank you for allowing me to share with you today. 2020 ECU graduates, now go hit your path of life and hit it running.
President Pearson, as Associate Provost and Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, it is my honor to present to you the May 2020 degree candidates for the Master of Art in Criminal Justice Administration, the Master of Education, the Master in Management, the Master of Science in Accounting, the Master of Science in Human Resources, the Master of Science in Psychological Services, and the Master of Science in Water Resource Policy and Management. The candidates have completed the requirements prescribed by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education for the 4 named degrees, and representing the graduate faculty, I hereby recommend to you that the degrees be conferred.
Graduating master's degree students, as president of East Central University, acting for and on behalf of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Regional University System of Oklahoma, I confer upon you the Master of Education, Master of Management, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Science in Human Resources, Master of Science in Psychological Services, Master of Science in Water Resource Policy and Management degree, with all the obligations and privileges pertaining thereto.
Kevin Michael Adler,
Barry Kadadi Akach,
Shelby Lane Allen,
Elaine Lecha Allison,
Marissa Renee Archer,
Yashna Arnold,
Blaine Andrew Atchley.
Jamie Lynn Batson.
Margie Denise Beck.
Aliyah Shanna Blakely.
Tammy L. Bowling.
Sarah K. Bragg.
Justin O'Mara Brown.
Tyler Cade.
Marshall Anson Cole.
Brianne Nicole Cootie.
Otis Wayne Crane Jr.
Charity Tyler Cross.
Marnie Gale Crawford.
Kenneth Ray Crawford.
Aaron Carol Denny.
Heather Lee Denny.
Susan Colleen Elliott.
Krista Luann Ellis.
Ryan John Esselstrom.
Marcellus Fields.
Eric Marshall Ford.
Joe Kyle Foster.
Tanya Lynn Fowler.
Elisa Page Freeman.
Thomas Andrew Gates.
Christina Leanne Gibson.
Dylan Lee Glasgow.
Tiffany Crystal Glass.
Dayla Randy Glover.
Tyrone Davis Goldsmith.
Jonathan Valdez Gomez.
Whitney Cheyenne Griffiths.
Sydney Deanna Gwynn.
Delbert Dwayne Hardin.
Tina Marie Harjo.
Jania G. Harrison.
Brandon Nickel Hawkins.
Andrew James Herod.
Dwight M. Height.
Brianna Page Hood.
Erica Lee Howard.
Aaron Presley Huddleston.
Chloe Lauren Hull.
Teoti Nicole Humphrey.
Tumami Aida.
Celeste Bridget Rebecca Johnson.
Dagan Jeree Lampkin.
Cale Jordan Lampkin.
Cameron Andrew Large.
Laura Ann Long.
De La Reina Christy Lovelady.
Justin David Louder.
Earl James Mallard Jr.
Megan Marie Mans.
Jacqueline K. Matherly.
Manza Malik Maurice.
Elizabeth Danielle McCarran.
Chase Allen McCaskill.
Brandy Jalen McClary.
John Maurice McClellan Jr.
Addison Bailey McConnell.
Hannah Elizabeth McCullough.
Quincy Lewis McGee.
Jonathan X. Mendez,
Kelsey Lynn Miller,
Margaret Irene Mitchell,
Joseph Daniel Mulder,
Anna Carmen Mora,
Serena Ray Moreland,
Amy Lynn Morrison,
Laura Lee Moses, Alice Diane Musel,
Madison Ann Nordick,
Chantel Lavine O'Grady,
Marcus Vinicius Quirino Oliveira,
Meg Yuan Pan,
Kritika Patak,
Kendra Parker,
Samantha Lamona Peterkin,
Mark Ray Phelps,
Seth Christian Phillips,
Hannah Angeline Phillips,
Michaela Danae Plett,
Kaylee Christine Preston,
Taylor Blaine Hibas,
Kelsey Renee Quisenberry,
Kellyanne Taylor Romming,
Maritza Ramirez,
Lance David Resetter,
Amy Renee Reynolds,
Andrea Nicole Rhodes,
Jalen Christian Richardson,
Angela Lynn Ritter,
Brittany Alexius Royal,
Stephanie Lindsay Sawyer,
Brandy S. Schur,
Brooklyn Elise Schwab,
John Charles Schwacke,
Isha Sharma,
Demi Jo Shipley,
Aubrey Alexis Sloan,
Joshua Blake Smalling,
Caitlin Danielle Snyder,
Meredith Rayanne Snow,
Juan Pablo Soriano Jr.,
Mackenzie Lynn Stanford,
Dana Presgrove Stevens,
Christina Danielle Tasher,
Orish Singh Thapa,
Stuart Campbell Thompson,
Lisa Rochelle Tuck,
Morgan Michelle Tucker,
Stephanie Lynn Vernor,
Julio Cesar Villa,
Zachary Levi Vinson,
Ashley Nicole Weiss,
Shannon Lynn Warren,
Cassidy Shea Webb,
Abby Marie Werman,
Landon Alexander Wheelock,
Dennis Ray Whitfield Jr.,
David Wiggins II,
Keegan Michael Wilkie,
Harry Kaufman Wolohan,
President Pearson, As Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, it is my honor to present to you the May 2020 degree candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Fine Arts, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Social Work, and the Bachelor of Science in Education. The candidates have completed the requirements prescribed by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education for the four named degrees, and representing the faculty, I hereby recommend to you that the degrees be conferred.
Bachelor's degree students, as president of East Central University, acting for and on behalf of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Regional University System of Oklahoma, I confer upon you the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Sciences, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Science in Education, with all the privileges and obligations pertaining thereto. Graduates, at this time, I ask that you please move your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap, indicating your status as a graduate of East Central University.
Pramila Akaria,
Jonathan Miles Accord,
Taylor Joe Accord,
Samuel Craig Adams,
Christopher Lee Ainsworth,
McKean David Aiken,
Shareya Monier Alkire,
Julia Lynn Allen,
Michelle Ann Marie Allen,
Hannah Elizabeth Anderson,
Landon David Anderson,
Shandy Nicole Anderson,
Gabriel Mason Anderson Yassi,
Buddy Britton Andrews,
Samuel Keith Andrews,
Michael Lee Baird,
Alexis May Baker,
Amy Carol Baker,
Dylan Davis Barber,
Rachel Grace Baber,
Prabesh Kumar Basnet,
Braden S. Battershell,
Dylan Edward Batungbakal, Alexis Sotelo Benitez,
Stephanie Emmeline Bicknell,
Uriah Ray Bighead,
Sonia Marie Birdshead,
Brandon Lee Blankenship,
Anderson Bailey Blevins,
Danae Nazoni Bohan,
CJ Tavish Bonner,
Ludrichi Dugal Bwanga,
Haley Leanne Bounds,
Cordell Elijah Bowie,
James Lee Bowser,
Emily Jo Box,
Brittany Lynn Boykin,
Ty Christian Brady,
Cherie A. Brockhodge,
Brianna Caitlin Braverman,
Laura Lynn Brigger,
Brittany Marie Brooks,
Gary Holan Brooks,
Courtney Danielle Brundage,
Gunnar Lee Booker,
Nai Con Bowie.
Connor Michelle Burge.
Kelsey Christine Burgess.
Hope Gabrielle Burnett.
Alyssa Marie Butler.
Rainey Nicole Butler.
Elizabeth Renee Campbell.
Kayla Dawn Carmichael.
Lizette Carrion.
Jordan Kyle Carter.
Alexis Giovanna Castillo.
Stacy Jane Caudle.
Erin Rebecca Lynn Chamber.
Roshan Chan.
Peyton Lachelle Chandler.
Kiera Nicole Chandler.
Jonathan Lee Chavez.
Kishab Singh Khetri.
Tamara Lynn Christensen.
Matthew James Clift.
Caitlin Renee Coffey.
Lucille Lucretia Colburn.
Brianna Jane Cole.
Ryan Joe Collins.
Emily Dawn Combest.
Kendall Elizabeth Cook.
Desiree Jean Kuhn.
Ian T. Cooper.
Carniqua Monique Cooper.
Tiffany Lee Crawford.
John Garrett Crook.
Shanna Leanne Crowley.
Michaela L. Curl.
Jana K. Curry.
Benjamin Wilson Custar.
Ram Dahal.
Kabu Dongle.
Amanda Joy Daniel.
Brandy Lynn Dahmer.
Kylie Brene Davenport.
Danielle Adrienne Davidson.
Tana Breann Davis.
Angel Rose Dearman.
Hannah Marie Decker.
Christopher Celestino Dela Cruz.
Ansley Michael de la Cruz.
Shaikong Ding.
Whisper Breeze Denton.
Sunel Diopala.
Karuna Devkota.
Courtney Faith Deal.
Garrett Lee Dimmitt.
Jennifer Lynn Dixon.
Cole Jean Donner.
Haley Ray Donham.
Ethan Kyle Doughty.
Corey Michael Drennan.
Caitlin Mirinda Duck.
Alap Dulal.
Cabri Lynn Dunkerson.
Caris Elizabeth Dunson.
Kinley Nicole Dye.
Cullen Trey Edens.
Ronnie Brianne Elder.
Mariah Brooklyn Elkins.
Brianna Nicole Ellis.
Paige Allison Epperly.
Cinda Factor.
Reagan Aliyah Finley.
Caitlin Nicole Fixico.
Reagan Reed Flannery.
Shelby Gwendolyn Fleming.
Whitney L. Fowler.
Virgil Lee Franks.
Cody Dwayne Franks.
Millicent Jaylana Frazier.
Crystal Lynn Frederick.
Cy Callan Freeman.
Kyla Jacqueline Frost.
Kelly Leanne Fry.
Brittany Noel Galimba.
Timothy Ray Gentry.
Adriana N. George.
Hayden Ray George.
Almara Patricia Lopez Gilboina.
Taryn Rose and Gilles Giroux.
Haley Dawn Glantz.
Shawana M. Glasgow.
Adam Lane Godwin.
Shanna Elise Gonser.
Francisco Villagomez Gonzalez.
August Goodrich.
Akeem Shahid Gordon.
Gary Joe Gorley.
Amanda Dean Gossett.
Joshua Ralph Goswick.
Constance Green.
Dream Levon Green.
Ashley Nicole Gregory.
Destin Kyle Griffin.
Rachel Anna Griffiths.
Landon Grigsby.
Robbie Bear Grotz.
Bailey Rochelle Guess.
Bree Ann Guess.
Jeffrey Dillon Gwynn.
Norbu Cheering Gurung.
Sorav Gurung.
Richard David Hall.
Brianna Shea Hallam.
Tanner James Hamilton.
Ashley Dawn Hammers.
Seth Alec Hampton.
Macy Dawn Hanson.
Emery Tess Hardman.
Olivia Carriona Hare.
Amy Dawn Hare.
Lindsay Renee Harjo.
Megan Elizabeth Harless.
Jalen M. Harley.
Justin Conda Harris.
Matthew Dwayne Harris.
Hannah Danielle Harvey.
Rachel Gabriella Hurd.
Nathan Edgar Hector.
Paula Carlene Heitland.
Christian Henry.
Sarah Elizabeth Hurd.
Logan James Herod.
Jordan Alexander Hill.
Sarah Lee Hodebeck.
Chance Jedediah Hogstad.
Haley Sonora Holder.
Hunter Cole Hoppy.
Hannah M. Howard.
Leandre Rochelle Huddleston.
Matthew D. Huddleston.
Jacqueline Jonea Holsey.
Tanner Kane Jack.
Kara Cameron Jackson.
Brandy Johnson.
Ginger Rochelle Johnson.
Quade Austin Johnson.
Zaina Gabrielle Johnson.
Lauren Faith Jolly.
Tierra Mackenzie Jones.
Daphne Marie Jones.
Gracine Rose Jones.
Shareskar Karki.
Melanie Ann Keckrush.
Andrew Jackson Kelly.
Lori L. Kemp.
Jameson Dade Kennedy.
Nicholas Ryan Kennedy.
Benita Kardka.
Ruksha Kadka.
Colton Ray Kiker.
Lulu King.
Caitlin Brielle Kazar.
Joshua Colby Klinger.
Caitlin Ann Nieblick.
Shiva Koirala.
Martin Heath Consur.
Richard Alex Cush.
Jennifer Michelle Lehman.
Catherine Morgan Lance.
Clinton Lindell Lane.
Jackson L. Langley.
Justin Garrett Latham.
Michaela Ann Lee.
Lacey Ann LaFleur.
Catherine Lee Leyenbauer.
Patrick Caden Leonard.
Aubrey Alexandra Leveling.
Molly Elizabeth Livingston.
Brittany Cheyenne Lofton.
Randall Heath Lohman.
Lydia Kai Longhorn.
Michaela Brigel Lott.
Ashley Brianne Lowe.
Paige Renee Lyon.
Dominique Page Lyon.
Huey Ma.
Kaylee Michelle Maddox.
Luniva Maharjan.
Standokul Malatini.
Joselle Malalin.
William Parker Malone.
Casey Dale Mankin.
Jason Tyler Mann.
Joshua Layden Mantle.
Ty Marriott.
Sarah Elizabeth Morris.
Easton Pride Mars.
Macy Taryn Mars.
Allison Faith Maurer.
Cassandra Grace McCall.
Ashley Dawn McCoy.
Patrick Andrew McDowell.
Crystal A. McGee.
Haley Ashton McGowan.
Miguel Antonio Medina.
Byron Alfonso Mendoza.
Kyler Dalton Merrill.
Sherry L. Merriman.
Frank Daniel Miller.
Stephanie Ann Miller.
Christy J. Miller.
Aubrey Jean Minter.
Megan Danielle Mitchell.
Sarah Paige Monday.
Carrie Dawn Moore.
Sarah Elizabeth Morgan.
Michaela B. Morton.
Melanie Mae Mauser.
Courtney Michelle Miskey.
Carmen Alicia Nally.
Abigail Hope Nance.
Tori Renee Nations.
Tessa Michaela Neely.
Clement Marcian Neely.
Zachary Blake Neely.
Pershu R. Nupani.
Henry Kipgoske Netish.
Madison Grace Nickens.
Victoria Marie Ochoa.
Halen Scott Ogles.
Tate Murphy O'Grady.
Andrew Todd O'Neill.
Jalen Clifton Owsley Brown.
Haley Danae Owens.
Ashley Marie Page.
Jenny Marie Pennell.
Sierra Brooke Parker.
Crystal Dawn Patey.
Ashley Danae Pete.
Samantha Lane Perry.
Kristen Rochelle Peters.
Chelsea Michelle Phelps.
Caitlin Ruth Phillips.
Sammy S. Pierce.
Hunter James Pogue.
Jenna Wynn Pollock. Kelsey Lynn Pollock.
Evan Blake Poole.
Suman Paudel.
Shreya Prayapati.
Kennedy Nicole Prentice.
Haven Brooke Prine.
Whitley Jordan Pyle.
Maritza Ramirez.
Summer Dawn Ray.
Elizabeth Caroline Redmond,
Michelle Ashley Renteria,
Victoria Catherine Reynolds,
Wintra Cole Rice,
Tacey Lauren Richardson,
Aubrey Eugene Riddle,
Olivia Rose Robertson,
Alexandria Elise Robinson,
Charles Lee Roden,
Christopher Chad Rogers,
Emily Leanne Rogers,
Nicole Marie Roller,
Tori Nicole Ronk,
Megan Wynn Ross,
Matthew Dylan Ross,
Sebastian Otto Sabish,
Des Lane Sala,
Anna Marie Sanchez,
Christopher Eric Sanchez,
Michaela Danielle Sanchez,
Adeline Lee Sanders,
Hunter Lance Sanford,
Caleb Ryan Scroggins,
Haley Dawn Sia,
Jeffrey Robert Schaefer,
Niraj Shaki,
Tyler Jace Sharp,
Furbal Galin Sherpa,
Rashawn Shrestha,
Nibesh Krishna Sharesta,
Haley Justine Sicking,
Naomi Similis,
Austin James Simpson,
Zachariah Lucas Simpson,
Joseph Drew Sims,
Stormy Malina Saran,
Sean Thomas Nolan Sled,
Lauren Elizabeth Smeltz,
Kelly Ann Smith,
Margaret Liliana Smith,
Ryan A. Smith,
Samantha Maxine Smith,
Paul Frank Snyder,
Sarah Miles Standish,
Amanda Joyce Stevens,
Shannon Greast Stevens,
Avery James Stevens,
Alina Stapit,
Julia Ann Stiza,
Jeremy Wayne Strang,
Pratik Subedi,
Ashley Dawn Surface,
Janelle Dante Sutherland,
Heather Abigail Swan,
Cameron Isaac Talley,
Sarah Elizabeth May Talmadge,
Utsaf Tamrakar,
Macy D. Tall,
Lindsay Marie Taylor,
Suresh Thakur,
Rabindra Tapalia,
Alish Tapalia,
Amanda Raymond Thomas,
Jessie Ann Thomas.
Quarry Lamon Thomas.
Madison Beth Thompson.
Caitlin Cheyenne Thompson.
Lainey Morgan Thornton.
Dallas Shaylin Tiger.
Sydney Ann Talbert.
Bailey Nicole Tolliver.
Stephen G. Touchstone.
Addie Leanna Trent.
Brandy Nicole Trujillo.
Anna Daphne Augusta Turlington.
Jerinesha Ladoraceta Turner.
Nika Michelle Uch.
Eric Venegas.
Tiffany Nugent Vo.
Cron David Alexander Wallace.
Tyler Gary Ward.
Christopher Ray Ward.
Michelle Denise Warmoth.
Ariana Alyssa Warrior. Garen McDonald Watkins.
Zane Stafford Waters.
Adela N. Webb.
Amelia C. Welch.
Chase Dylan West.
Michaela Danielle Watley.
Madison Lane Wheat.
Mitchell Braden White.
Jessica Grace Wilcox.
Justin Lee Tanner Wilcox.
Lindsay Elizabeth Wilkins.
Taylor Nicole Wilkinson.
Corey Terrell Williams.
Justin Nathaniel Williamson.
Kendall Page Wilson.
Dalton Charles Wolfe.
Taylor Lauren Wood.
K.D. Woodring.
Patricia May Wright.
Z. Yan Yang.
Mary Katie Zier.
Congratulations, May 2020 graduates. You have faced incredible obstacles, but we know you are going to go into the world and do amazing things and represent ECU with distinction. Thank you for your time here, and we look forward to hearing all the wonderful things you do in the future.